laughing at you. This shit is hella funny. What you bitches will do for the money. Screw anybody that looks smooth with some money. Ooh, and they told me what you do with the honey. Now don't you feel a little silly? Cause he's a hillbilly from Philly, not big Willie. Damn, really, that's just a bear.
And then, yeah, once we had a 4-track and all that, then it was over. It was like, we making tapes, we making songs in my bedroom all night. And I mean, you know, I'm a young kid making hip hop records, you know, and not a lot of cats around my area was doing that. So I hook up with all the dudes doing hip hop. I'm with them in my area, plus some DJ dudes, so everybody knows me at all the different schools. A whole bunch of, that's when I really started meeting cats. We did, you know what it was? We did this show in like in '92. I had a crew called Mixed Practice. My boy Prop, Flex, Stiz, and me. It was 4 of us. We did a show at the Black Expo at Oakland, the Henry J. Convention Center, and then that's what introduced us. We came out, you know, and we got introduced to all the rest of the hip hop scene that day. I remember that. We killed it. We killed it that day because, real talk, we wound up in the Tribune, in the paper. Like we tore it up so bad. Like they covered the whole thing, but they put us. We was the dudes on in the picture. You know what I mean? My mom probably still got that. Yeah, we did the whole thing, man. I remember going for days about the whole scene, but then at a certain point, you know, I was doing shows, traveling overseas with my own thing, selling tapes. We were the first group selling tape on Telegraph.
Underground mixtapes for sale, $5 for these underground mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we're right by the campus, you know what I'm saying? And this is Ice-T.
At my door, fresh Adidas squeak across the bathroom floor. Out my back window, didn't even get a chance to go.
You know, my first solo tape cover right here. You know, I used to have locks. On our way to Telegraph Avenue right now. So we got my man Karma Cheese.
When you see the word aspects, know what we're about. This man right here deals with reality. Do not see him with some dirty little girl in the front seat. Do not see him slinging the keys. Only keys he got is to his house.
You gotta put in your mind that they need your tape, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Karma. They need your tape, you know?
They need it. In '92, right? You had fools where you could come out to Telegraph. Fools would be setting it on each other on Telegraph back in the day.
The very bottom of Telegraph. You know what I'm saying? We're at the very bottom of Telegraph. I got one of my vinyls right here. Try to knock one of these off. My man Karma is a fucking soldier in this shit. He's going to attack everybody that walks by and ask them to buy a tape, basically. You see what I'm saying?
Not really.
I don't have a stereo.
You don't have a stereo right now?
You know, to sell underground tapes in Berkeley, California, you gotta have a permit. How much is that permit, Karma? See, my man Karma got arrested once for selling tapes. He got arrested out here for selling tapes by the BPD one day. Were they on bikes? Were they on bikes this time? Oh, look at these lovely ladies. We have underground tapes.
This matches my shoes. I got Chico.
All right.
And this gloves in the dark.
That's extra. It's not a big city, but there's a lot of fucking weirdos out here. You know what I'm saying? Look like my man. Look at my man.
Hey, can you help me out? You know, without disrespect.
This is the other facet of underground tape sales, the trade. You know what I'm saying? The trade. If you know another artist got a tape, you know, and I got a tape, neither one of us got each other's tape. Just swap them. Y'all got one of those though?
It's on underground spree, right?
I hear it.
Broke ass summer jams and local talent shows and just ripping mics everywhere, dog. Everywhere. Selling tapes, and we built a huge scene off of that. And then in like '97, I had a studio, I had my own studio. Everybody came through there, you know, from I don't know, man, MF Doom and, you know, Hyro and Planet Asia and Rasco and Zion I and Merce, second recorder, Grouch, all kinds of cats came through this. Through the studio, I worked at, man, I've done so much. I did, I you know, putting out my own records. I needed a distributor. I went to the distributor, walked out with a job. You know what I mean? Then I started Peanut Butter. I took Peanut Butter Wolf Spot at TRC. I was working there with Rasco and Kia and a whole bunch of cats. We pushed out so many records. So not only was I involved in creating a lot of the music, you know, I mean, I can say that I had a hand in spreading it across the world because I was selling records too in those days. I worked where New Groove was and at TRC. I was selling vinyl to the shops all around the planet. Like, I was selling the records in Chicago. I was selling the records to the big stores in New Zealand and Australia and Japan. You got Europe accounts, not to mention all over the country. Like, I mean, there was dudes that I was actually introducing to the music that were the buyers at the record stores, and they would put it in there, and they'd be like, "Hey, yo, that shit you told me about last week, yo, that shit flew off the fucking shelves. Give me some more of that." You know what I'm saying? So, real talk. I don't even think about this that often, but real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pushed a lot of that shit, like, especially, and not just Bay, West Coast, all up and down the West Coast, because I'm a West Coast advocate. You know, I'm part of that. I'm to the heart. But like, so I did everything from making the records, selling the records, touring, and then I got in, after doing all of that, I got into management at Planet Asia in '97, recorded his shit. You know, that's how we met in the studio. I recorded his first project, his first solo project, and you know, and then we just started building, and he was like, one day he was like, "Hey man, you should be my manager. You want to be my manager? I need a manager." And then, you know, he was that dude. Still to this day, one of my favorite rappers. Actually, it's crazy, and he's getting better. It's the weird part about it.
Holding up the whole class with all of that gay shit. And you ain't even from the Castro, you asshole. I pass go, give it up with the cash flow.
These lyrics you want, yo. Stop playing the back and come up to the front row. Time to bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Time to bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Since you suck on stupid, I guess I won't ball loop it. You got shot through the heart, but it's not by Cupid or Bon Jovi. Let me say for those who don't know me, doctors study my veins because of how cold blood runs through. Ain't nobody else compete if you giving me the beat. Long as I can hear you speak, cause it makes me weak. When I see her walking down the street, thought to myself, I like her style, and I gotta make sure we meet. Then I make her stay around for a while, cause I really like her style, and I love to make her smile. Makes me weak.
I can understand, and I can always relate into an artist that way because I created it. And so now, I'm at this point now where it's like, I want to create it, or stop creating. And I realized that, you know, that was, I got in that bottom songs, like I cut off the whole, you know, I cut off the outlet for myself. You know?
Might as well hit the strip like a real hoe, but for real though, when you gon' get some real though, fucking with your boy, I can show you how to heel toe. Line it up. I'm laughing at you hookers like you gon' get the Ginsu like Pimp Stew. But for real though, when you gon' get some real though, fucking with your boy, I can show you how to heel toe. Line it up. I'm laughing at you hookers like you gon' get the Ginsu like Pimp Stew.